Let's break it down. The Trump administration's immigration crackdown has now landed in two new places, New Orleans and Minneapolis. This time, we're not just seeing headlines. We're seeing videos of arrests and raids that have people genuinely scared. I'm Imran, a Middle East-based analyst who follows US politics and global affairs. In about 3 minutes, let's walk through what's happening and why it matters. First, what is going on? Federal agents, many of them Border Patrol officers reassigned from the border, are leading operations in both cities. On the ground, that means early morning home visits, traffic stops, workplace checks, and teams in tactical gear moving through neighborhoods. Officials say these actions target criminal illegal aliens, but local leaders and lawyers say some of the people grabbed have only minor offenses, and a few are US citizens who were detained first and sorted out later. For everyone else who looks or sounds like an immigrant, that uncertainty alone is terrifying. Second, why do the tactics feel so heavy? Part of the answer is legal. Immigration officers operate under a standard called reasonable suspicion, which is lower than the probable cause police usually need for a warrant. Courts have also given them wide leeway on use of force. If an officer can later argue it seemed reasonable in the moment, it is often upheld. Homeland Security's guidelines say agents do not have to wait to be attacked before using force, and the White House has set an internal goal of very high daily arrest numbers. When you mix legal flexibility with pressure to deliver results, you create a strong incentive to push the line. Third, why New Orleans and Minneapolis? Minneapolis Saint Paul has the largest Somali community in the US. After Trump called Somali immigrants garbage and said he didn't want them in the country, federal agents launched a focused operation there. Community leaders say even longtime citizens are being stopped and asked for papers simply because they look Somali. New Orleans, meanwhile, sits close to detention centers and deportation hubs, which means people arrested there can be moved out of the country quickly. Records suggest that fewer than a third of those detained so far have serious criminal records, despite the official message that this is about the worst of the worst. So let's break it down one last time. What we're seeing in New Orleans and Minneapolis is not just routine immigration work. It's city-by-city crackdowns led by Border Patrol, backed by broad legal powers and pressure from the top to show big arrest numbers. Even if many Americans support deporting undocumented migrants, the harder question is how far they're willing to go with the tactics. This is Imran Breaks It Down, and we'll keep breaking it down together.